Alright. Here we go. Alright. Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. It should be illegal to waste your time on anything you do not enjoy. Baron. Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay. Last we left off, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous wasn't really doing a whole lot of activity. Let's see. I think I was making meta magics. Let's see. Close this. It's not, I don't think any of the other meta magics here can be. Oh wait. Bolster spell, key shot. Yeah, okay. Right spell. And then acid fog. Make that. Come up with a few of those. Oh. Okay, it won't let me turn this into a meta magic. I'm not sure why. But oh well. Oh wait, am I only able to have one spell as a meta magic? Can I make it if I don't have key shot as a meta magic? I can write this spell. It's so weird. Okay. Well, whatever. There we go. Is there anything else to turn into a meta magic? That isn't already. Wait. Oh no, that's why. This is already the meta magic. Alright, what about Elemental Assessor? It's just not really good. Let's see. Could cause Bolster spell to turn Phantasmal Killer into AoE. So let's do that. No, wait, I already did that. So what else is there? I could do anything with third level spells, but I don't want to change up the Phantasmal Killer spam, so leave that alone. Maybe change Create Pit. Get some Selective spell, create pits. Right. Alright. Having these instead of fireballs is really good. Why not some selective webs? Because I didn't think of that. that is my answer. That's a really good idea. Like I have never once actually used meta magic, so the whole concept is new, and so it's easy for me to either overlook or screw something up. By the way, hello. I don't really use displacement all that much, even when I have her here. It's like once a fight. I guess one haste. Alright, what else is a good idea? Well, to replace the second level spells. Is there any first level spell I'd want to turn in with enhance with meta magic? Bolster spell, magic missile. Let's see. Cause an extra 2 points of damage per die rolled. Additionally, enemies within 5 feet of the spell's targets are dealt 2 damage per die rolled. I guess this could be a really good enhancement on magic missile. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything I'd want to use selective spell on first level spells on, so yeah, here we go. Bolstered magic missiles. Instead of friendly fire, create pits. There. Alright. That's everything. Oh, for her. Thankfully, clerics don't need a whole lot. What? Bone shaker. What? No. What is it? Bull strength. That's it. Bull strength. Let's see these guys. Changing that. Animate dead. Find forced repentance. No, I remember this. This ends if they take any damage. Poison. Con damage. Yeah. Poison. Let's see. Slay living. What else do we grab for this guy? Harm. And well, Hellfire Ray would be nice, but his dex I think is pretty crap. So just 2 harms. Let's see what else we got here. Just greater restoration. Dictum is for lawful. What's the opposite? Which of these spells is the opposite for that? Word of chaos. Yeah, that's it. Word of chaos. Oh no, this works against non-chaotic creatures within the area of a word. Chaos spell suffers. Alright, so I guess I'd use this then. Dictum. And then, let's see, before tranquility. Can't really think of a whole lot, so we'll give them storm bolts. No. Angelic Greater and Death Clutch. There. He's an inherent caster, so no worries there. Believe that's everything. I've put off talking to the Inheritor for a while. Like, let's see, talk to Arushale. Arushale seems confused. Something is wrong. I feel like I've lost something, or not. It was Desna who lost me when we descended into the abyss. She had been my invisible protection through all those years. And now I no longer feel the divine helping hand on my shoulder. What is this gift you mentioned? You saw it yourself many times. Whenever something threatened my life, the goddess sent her divine butterflies to carry me away. Her powers no longer protect me now that I'm back in the abyss. See, can you I'm not gonna ask if she abandoned you. Can you still enter your dream realm? Maybe. I think so. Arushale pauses, listening to something deep inside her, and then smiles shyly. Yes, my dreams are still there, and nobody will take them away from me. Alright. I'll ask. Desna has abandoned you? No, I desperately hope that's not the case. The goddess still wishes me well, I'm sure. It's just that the abyss is so far from Elysium that she either can't see me or can't reach me here. She protected me while I was on Golerian, but now I can only rely on myself and you. Right, I see. Try not to put yourself in harm's way any more then. Nah, screw that. You have nothing to fear with me at your side. I know. Thank you. Awesome. Let's see. You wanted to talk about what happened at Demalcio's Manor? Yes. I thought a lot about what he said, and then I understood. Wait, I think it would be easier to show you instead of trying to explain everything. Will you follow me into my dream again, please? Let's go. Thank you. Arushale takes your hand in her small, searing palm, and the world around you begins to fade. So I'm dying already. Like, that's what happens when a succubus touches you? It's just searing pain? What's the appeal? Alright. Arushale's dream is filled with smoke. Cold, ghostly fire is devouring the dreams of others she has collected. Tears are flowing freely from her eyes, leaving faint trails on her soot-stained cheeks. Arushale, what's wrong? My dream. It was all a mistake. Do you remember what we saw in Demalcio's mansion? What he said about the dreams coming true? food, riches, the demise of his enemies? The teary-eyed succubus looks at you. Does not ask me what I dreamed of. I tried to find an answer, I truly did, but look. Are my dreams any different from the desires of demons? What's changed? What's the name of that bird that grabs everything shiny and carries it off to its nest? A goldfinch, right? I'm just like a thieving goldfinch. I think it's magpie or crow, whatever. I'm just like a thieving goldfinch that spies on people's dreams and hoards them away. But doing that hasn't changed me at all. I'm still the same greedy, cruel, lustful demon I've always been. Evil. Here's the answer to Desna's riddle. You dream of the same things that demons desire because you're a demon too, and there's no escaping that. No. Let's see. Other demons don't dream. That's not true. You're not like other demons. You do good. No. Other demons don't dream. That's true, but this is my dream. And it's full of things that demons desire in reality. Alright? Well, that's not true. You're not like other demons. You do good. I force myself to do good every day. I help mortals. I protect them from other demons. But can my actions change my inner nature at all? If I'm still a demon inside, then what does it matter? What if, without even knowing it, I'm simply ingratiating myself with you so I can seduce, betray, and murder you? I don't want that, but my black heart does. There actually is a bird called a goldfinch? Let's see, did she say goldfinch or pinch? Yeah, she said pinch. Alright. I'm surprised there is one. You sure it's not just not another word for like a crow or... well, whatever. Well, I'm not going to be evil, so... What are you going to do now? Now, Arushale looks at her burning dream with sadness. I have to start anew. I still have my own dream. I will cleanse it of others' desires and try to find my own. Nope. Huh. I'll look that up one, like after stream, just to figure out what it looks like. Alright. Arushale cradles a tiny flame in her palm and watches it dance on her fingers. I was so happy to receive my own dreams, and now it's so difficult to get rid of them. Will you help me destroy all this? I fear I won't manage on my own. Burn Arushale's dreams. Okay. Thank you for giving me this dream, Lewis. It's a beautiful dream, but it isn't mine. Alright. Burn that. Burn that. Burn that. Burn that. Burn that. Thankfully, there's no fire damage. Just burn it all down. Burn that. Burn that. Burn that. Burn that. Burn that. Can't burn Ivu. Can't burn business. Let's see. Burn the bed. Burn whatever that is. Head on. Not sure what. Right. Burn Maori. And I think that's it. Arushale's dream has been swallowed by the flames. Ribbons of smoke drift away, carried by an intangible wind. A black shadow lurks in the darkness, staring at you. This is Arushale's ineradicable nightmare. The succubus touches the table. The fire not only failed to destroy it, it somehow made the table even more real. Arushale studies it with a mix of sorrow and confusion. What's wrong with this stupid table? Why didn't it burn? Um, your nightmare didn't burn either. This is a real dream, your own dream. Oh, let's see. Your nightmare didn't burn away either. No, it didn't. Arushale looks at the black shadow, which stares dolefully back at her. That thing won't leave this place. Ever. Think about it. Why this table? Why is it important? I don't know. I don't. Arushale knocks on the wooden surface. It's just a table. Anevia's fresh bread used to be here, but now it's gone, and yet the table remains. What if this is a real dream, your own dream, and not something you've overheard? This table? The confused succubus traces the wooden surface with her finger. Is this what I dream of? Furniture? Hmm. Let me help you get rid of it. We can destroy it if we really try. I don't think that's a good idea. What now? Is it truly the end of your dream? I don't know. I probably won't do anything yet. Everything has burned down, apart from my nightmare and this table. You know, I might just... She cuts herself short and turns away, blushing a little. No, that won't do. Or, I'm sorry, I need some time. I need some time alone to think about it and sort it out in my head. Can we discuss this in a few days? For now, let's just go back to the real world. Yeah, sure. Usually asked for several days. Yeah, no problem. Alright. Monago. Excuse me. Alright. I hope your body and mind are in good health, champion. Monago warned me about the danger and the closed portals pose. That the closed portals pose. Before we move on, we need to take care of that. I am not well versed in such matters, but perhaps we should set a trap for the demons near the dormant gates, in case they attempt to activate those portals again. What is our next step? In Illusionera, there is no one as powerful as Chimera, the right hand of Nocticula herself. It is she who rules the city while her inscrutable mistress is away. As sad as it is for me to admit, we must try to gain her favor if we want Illusionera to take us seriously. How well known am I among the denizens of Illusionera? Nocticula herself has noticed you. The rest of the city has heard of you long before that. Tell me honestly, what do you think of the one you call the champion of Golerian? I would be lying if I told you that I don't observe you with some trepidation. Sometimes I wonder what will happen if you falter. For power and responsibility represent the most difficult trial of all, and many righteous souls have failed to pass it. So he's like, I'm not sure if he's saying that he thinks highly of me or poorly of me here. Right? I have a question about our mission. Then ask away. You must have a lot of questions. What can you tell me about the Abyss and demons in general? Demons. The hand of the inheritor speaks slowly and heavily, as if trying to break through some inner resistance. They are the youngest race of the outer planes, and the wildest in origin. Once entirely different creatures used to rule the Abyss. Those were Clipoff, the embodiments of chaos. They were much less human-like. But then one entity conjured up the idea that primordial chaos could be mixed with an evil mortal soul. And that is how the first demon was created. No one remembers the name of the creator now, but the creations still live and prosper. They overthrew the Clipoff and became the essence, the soul of the Abyss. And I honestly cannot say which was worse, before humanity was added to it or now. What do you know about Illusionera? Chaos has many faces. When chaos decided to manifest itself in the form of a city, Illusionera was born. There are places in the Abyss that are darker, bloodier, more dangerous and deceiving, but I cannot imagine a place whose significance would eclipse that of Illusionera. When Nocticula built the city, she employed everything of the essence that ever existed in the Abyss. Demons of all kinds, from every corner of this gloomy plain, lived there. And what is more, the Lady in Shadow opened the city's gates to visitors from other planes, and strangers swarmed the city. Merchants and travelers, mercenaries and explorers, mages and bards. Creatures from all planes, those daring enough to visit the Abyss, chose Illusionera as their destination. The city is divided by two sets of walls, between which lie the quarters open to outsiders. One set of walls protects Nocticula's guests from the rabble and the poor, who are desperate enough to violate their ruler's orders for a chance to get a coin or two. The other set of walls protects outsiders from the city's nobility, who can flout Nocticula's recommendations without any reason at all, merely on a whim. But do not think that there is a single place in Illusionera that is safe, for danger lurks around every corner there. Tell me more about Nocticula. The Lady in Shadow, the first of the succubi kin, and likely the most dangerous demon to have ever been spawned by the Abyss. I cannot tell you much about her, for she cunningly hides in the shadows, eluding the daggers of her foes and the schemes of her rivals. All I know is that she gained power after she overthrew... Oh man, that's a name. Variavaxis, who was the Lord of Shadow Demons. She took his powers, his realm, and his subjects, and that merely whetted her appetite. Many demon lords have perished since then, cut down by her treacherous and sudden strikes. With each fallen enemy, her power grew stronger and her glory greater. I cannot tell which of her weapons is more dangerous, her unerring strikes, her seductive charms, her unbridled courage, or her astounding stealth. You must beware of all of these dangers. I'd like to know more about Chimera. Chimera the Ardent Dream. This name once rang with purity and glory, but today it is tarnished with shame and treachery. Born in the upper planes, she was granted the high honor of kindling the flame of dreams in mortals. to fan it and protect it from the frigid chills of sorrow and cynicism. Shamira performed her duties faithfully until she made one single mistake. I will spare you the details, but all I will say is that the grandeur of the dream she fostered was equal only to the bloody price of its realization. It was a majestic but somber dream, and Shamira let it come true. Then she fled. Either cowardice or certainty of her rectitude kept her from standing in front of her superiors and answering for her actions. She hid in the abyss, where Nocticula, the Lady in Shadow, embraced her ardent light and darkened it with her blackness. A few centuries passed, and we heard her name again. Now she was called the Mistress of Elutionira, Nocticula's loyal companion and favorite. That is how we knew for certain that we were right on that fateful day when we condemned Shamira. Our only regret is that we failed to foresee her fall. Alright. What is so dangerous about Hepzibah? She is the worst of all Baphomet's offspring. She gained this grim title in the bloody conflict with her own brothers and sisters, and she brutally wiped out everyone who stood in her way. She did not even show mercy for her own mother, and doomed her to a cruel execution. As a reward for her eagerness and loyalty, Baphomet granted her use of his most cherished tool, the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth. However, now an even greater threat has arisen under Hepzibah's rule. Unusually powerful demons, of the source of whose strength is unknown and most dangerous to us. The Crusaders have encountered such demons only a scant few times, but should an entire army of such fiends appear, Dresden would fall, Nerocyon would fall, then all of Avestan would follow, and even Golerian would not stand a chance against them. Putting an end to Hepzibah's machinations, that is our mission. I see you've blessed the rocks of this cavern. Indeed I have. If even on Golerian the abyss's harmful influence can unsettle mortals and disturb their rest, what then can be said of the abyss itself, the very heart of pain and sin? But worry not, champion. By the power granted to me by Iomade, I have consecrated these dark caves. You can find respite here and recover your strength, should the need arise. Everything is clear to me now. Our mission is extremely important, so I am loath to withhold any information that may help you. Alright? I'd like to ask you a personal question. There shouldn't be any secrets between us, champion. The very instant that Queen Galfrey sent you on to this dark place, I swore to myself that I would do everything within my power to ease your burden. The ultimate wingman. Why did you follow me to the abyss? Because my duty and my honor demanded that I do so. You were facing a great mission and a colossal challenge, while those who remained behind merely had the honor of protecting what you had already liberated from the demon hordes. My heart told me that my help would be needed here more. How does it feel for you to be in a place like this? This is not my first foray into the abyss. Yes, wingman for Arushale. No, ultimate wingman for like literally everything. Like going into the abyss, he's got my back. Get in the good graces of Queen Godfrey, he's got my back. Even if I wasn't trying to romance Queen Godfrey, he still got my back helping me with my superiors. Like, this guy's great. I have to be a real I don't know. You'd have to be a pretty much a dumbass in order to try to screw over the hand of the inheritor after he's doing all this for you. Probably I'd say the hand of the inheritor is either my second or third favorite character in this game. Of everyone else. All right. Let's see. All right. This is not my first foray into the abyss, though it is the first time I have come here to watch and talk rather than do battle. On more than one occasion, I and other warriors of heaven have descended to this evil and corrupted place to bring retribution to the vile and grant salvation to their victims. For better or worse, heaven and the abyss cannot engage in open war, though I can recall some moments when we seemed to teeter on the precipice of just that. All we can permit ourselves are raids and skirmishes along the border. Is ultimate victory over the demons even possible? It is, but it's not the kind of victory you dream of. The hand of the inheritor remained silent for a while before speaking in a heavy, hollow voice. The abyss lives while evil lives in the hearts of mortals. Demons don't just appear from nothing. Most of them originate from the souls of people who committed themselves to evil while still living. That's why the war with the abyss, should it ever start, may be never-ending. The place of each fallen demon will be immediately taken by a new one. That's why our only true chance to secure ultimate victory will emerge only after we exterminate all evil in the world. We must achieve a situation where not a single soul would voluntarily resort to evil deeds, when mortals themselves, by their own free will, turn to the light all at once. But no one in the universe knows how to achieve that, and many who have tried ended up as tyrants and false prophets. May heaven guard me against such a fall. Damn. And good luck with that. Let's see. What are your thoughts on Galfrey's latest order? Iomedae has never striven to rule over mortals. She has only guided and helped them, so I should follow her example and never try to interfere with your way of life or question it. What I will say is that I am as certain of the necessity of our mission as I am the sharpness of my blade. What surprised me, and truth be told, unsettled me too, is the cruelty with which my noble sister-in-arms Galfrey dispatched you here. The Queen has every right to give orders to her commander, but a right without righteousness is worth little. Yeah. Noted. Is there anything you can help me with? I will follow you everywhere, remaining invisible so our enemies will have not the slightest suspicion of my presence. When you need advice, I will give it to you, and when you are stricken by disease, I will come to your aid and dispel it, no matter how long you may have to travel through the abyss. You can always be sure that I am near, and heaven has not forsaken you. See, even he says, Godfrey sent you here out of spite. Again, alright, so from a metagame perspective, there's no way I was going to be able to skip the whole descent into the abyss in this game. There's no playthrough option I can conceive would be possible. In any game, I'm pretty sure she was just putting on a tough front. You know? That's it. Alright, how do you hide yourself from the demons? This magic spell turns me into an invisible spirit, hidden from the eyes of everyone who was born in the abyss, and whose heart has been blackened by evil. Those who hail from other planes are capable of seeing me if they use magical sight of some kind, as well as those whose woeful fate was to be born and raised here while carrying light and purity in their souls. But my protection from demons is very effective and will work until I myself decide to appear in my true form, to join the battle, or help someone in need. You really refuse to see evil in your love interest. It's annoying. Well, I I will admit to seeing it when I see it. When I finally was able to see what Camilla murdered somebody, and then come up with a half-ass story about why she did it. I couldn't stop. I could not see that evil. So there you go. Besides, I could see evil in Arushale and Windwalk. Let's see. I have no more questions. Sincerity between the two of us is very important. I want you to stop offering me advice. Nah, I'm not saying that. I have to go. You will face great challenges in this cursed place. Stay strong, and remember that the fate of Golerian depends on you. No pressure. Got it. Oh wait, hold on. Can you heal me? Thanks. Oh man, no. His healing doesn't remove the death's door status. Oh, you can't. Oh well, I'll be fine. Let's see. Windwalk's here, right? Yeah. So you're saying you are interested in Windwalk? Windwalk's an interesting character. I just don't like her. I just don't like the idea of being with her romantically. But damn, is she well written. Like, she's a badass. Windwalk greets you with a servile bow. Master, how can I serve you? Have you recovered from the fight with Savimelech? Yes, master. I am already better. When we meet again, I will be ready and won't let him cloud my mind. And then I'll spill the blood of that so-called creator of mongrels, so my fellow tribesmen can share in the demon's might. Then, as I said, you refuse to see evil in your love interest. That statement doesn't exactly ring entirely true. I could, like, Camilla was a love interest until until I did see the evil in her. I wasn't gonna refuse to see that. Everything else was, up for interpretation. I could still try and convince myself otherwise. Let's see here. Right. Who's got what here? I am going to give this guy the mace now. You can long rest in the cave, you know. Okay, here's the problem with trying the long... I'm pretty sure I'm on some kind of timetable, and I know for a fact that long rest... having... What's his name? Having... Goddamn, the Hand of the Inheritor heal me also restores spell slots, so... outside of getting rid of the death's door condition, I don't have too much of a need for it. I do have a need to find some diamonds. I need to find out who the hell is selling diamonds. I don't think I saw any being sold in the brothel. Let's see, weapons. Instead, using the entomber warhammer. Then find some raised dead scrolls. Oh. Let's see here. 22. It's a +4 weapon versus a +3 weapon. And even then, this gives me a +26 to hit versus a +20 to hit. To damage anyway. Alright. Screw it, I'll still hold this. Constant effect of the Cloak of Dreams spell. Pretty sure I can get some good use out of that. Alright. No, wait. Let's see. You have that. Could equip. Right. There's no weapons for me to give her, is there? No, that's not true. There's... What was that quarterstaff? Yeah, here it is. Quarterstaff of the War Mage. Increase the DC of the spells I use. Let's see. This 2 has a crit range. Reduced to 20. Friends critical hit against an evil creature. It automatically confirms. That's nice, but... See. +2 saving throws against all spells the wielder casts. Let's see. +4 cast roll check to overcome spell resistance. And +5 use magic device. And what does this do? Alright. So I'm pretty sure it's the competence bonus on use magic device that doesn't stack. I'm hoping the increase on against save DCs of spells sticks with both. Is there any way to check right now? No, there's not. What else we got? Elemental imbuement. User suffers elemental damage. Yeah, no. And the rest of this is just armor. Alright, accessories. What can we give you? Look at this. Nice, it's worthless. Any fancy cloak? Librarian's cloak. +10 on use magic device. And increase the caster level by 4 when using scrolls. Sure. Which stacks with everything else. Or is clashing with. Maybe I can give her this. No, this works with sneak attacks. Not really sure what else I would give her specifically. Oh, the braces of armor +5. I think that's it. Alright. Unless there's some kind of consumable I'm not thinking of. Alright. Guess that's it. Did I give Damon anything fancy? What was this? Ring. Ring of Procrastinator. Nope. Alright. Let's see. I kind of want to leave Darren in for healing. Screw it. For now, we'll just keep this group. Oh, wait. Told to come up with 100. Alright. Okay, Valexia. For your date, Valexia has swapped out her previous dress for an equally elegant outfit. The blood-red hue of her new gown seems particularly fitting, considering the activities of the arena. There you are, my friend. Let's hurry to the box reserved for distinguished guests. I am determined not to let you enjoy the spectacle from any other seats. New dress is very elegant. Chosen an interesting location for our date. The arena today. Does it bother you that my companions have accompanied us on our date? I'm sure nothing. I don't think there's anything I can say to her that couldn't cause her to immediately start trying to kill me. So, screw it. Your new dress is very elegant. Alright. The demon blushes slightly and gives you a pleased smile. I am flattered that you notice such things, especially here in the arena, where there are so many other sights to capture your attention. Speaking of which, the night is about to start. Oh, sorry, the fight. The fight is about to start. There we go. And there he is! He's just sitting there. A fierce battle unfolds in the arena. The bloody freak surges forward, launching into a brutal attack against Atselm. Atselm desperately tries to resist the onslaught, but the bloody freak is relentless. He strikes one furious blow after another, showing no signs of exhaustion or fatigue, as he bears down on his opponent. Atselm attempts to fight back against her enemy with quick sudden attacks, but fails to find an opening. Her movements begin to slow, and her footsteps leave behind a crimson trail of blood. I can fight, all right, but I don't like to watch such horrible fights. Watching them is scary and it makes me unhappy. Oh, here's an idea. I'll just keep my eyes closed. Ivu squeezes her eyes shut resolutely. Valexia observes you closely. Her eyes sparkle with lively curiosity, and you are forced to turn your attention away from the fight as she asks. Slavery is the cornerstone of our life in the Abyss, and gladiator fights are a popular source of entertainment. How are such shows perceived on your homeland of Golerian? What is your view on slavery? Let's see. Slavery is disgusting. People hold different opinions about slavery on Golerian, but it is forbidden by the law in many places. Chaotic. The very idea of slavery offends my free spirit. Evil. I think slavery is reasonable practice, but unfortunately not everyone on Golerian shares my opinion. Let's see. Different lands and different nations have very different customs. It would be difficult to speak for all of them on this matter. Ah, the question to ask a black person. What shall you answer? Well, let's see. If I was in Africa, I'd say I'm all for it. You do, like, there are places down there that use it. Depends on who you ask. Are you assuming my country? God damn it. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna just take... I don't know why I would even... Why would I whisper to him on this? Hey, wingman, what do you think? I don't know. I think she can hear. Slavery is disgusting. Valexia recoils slightly in mock horror, and then she bursts out laughing. I can see that a genuine passion burns in your heart, and that you are willing to fight for your beliefs until the end. I like that. Are you not black? I'm pretty sure you're black. Yes, I'm black. But again, in Africa, okay, in many parts of the world, slavery is still going on today. It's just in the country I'm in that it's very much frowned upon. Practice is outlawed, and anyone who tries it is considered a disgusting piece of shit. But in other parts of the same country, as I speak today, it's still ongoing. But I have no say in their politics or customs. I'm just a streamer on the internet. And with that sad little fact out the way, let's move on. Jeez, look at her go. With a victorious growl, the bloody freak hurls himself recklessly at his rival, who appears to be exhausted from her wounds. However, Atselm was merely feigning weakness. She dodges at the last moment and strikes a resounding blow. Blood gushes from the demon's wound, and his growl of rage gives way to a howl of desperation. Valexia glances disinterestedly at the arena, then returns her attention to you. She is clearly more interested in conversation than in watching the fight. Nevertheless, even Golerians who are not enslaved are often forced to fight by those in authority. Yet they still charge into battle with as much zeal as those two gladiators down in the arena. So tell me, what gives them the motivation to fight? What do they hope to achieve? Oh man, she's asking all kinds of questions here. Oh boy, leave it to a demon, eh? Alright, let's see here. Our conscience and our nobility lead us into battle. Sure does. Let's see, lawful. Those with honor will follow the orders of their sovereign and fight because it is their duty. Let's see, chaotic. Those who are worthy fight for their freedom. As for the rest, they fight because they are obedient to the will of their masters. Let's see, evil. Everyone fights for their own interests. They just pretend otherwise. God damn. It's real fucking cynical, isn't it? Let's see. I cannot see into the souls of others. Let's see. What gives someone the motivation to fight if they're not enslaved? I guess, would they fight to stay free? I don't like interviews. Neither do I. One question I never liked at an interview is when someone asks, where do you see yourself in X amount of years? It's like, it's like there's no real answer you can give that doesn't make you sound like some kind of a smartass. Or some daydreaming idiot. Anyway, let's see. There are no wrong answers at this interview with a demon. That's an interesting question, though. If you're not in a situation where you're forced to fight, but you will bring yourself to go into battle when someone in authority tells you to, what's your motivation? My consciousness and nobility? My own interests? To fight because it's my duty? No. Damn, this is a lot tougher to answer than the other one. I mean, it's easy to just say, yeah, slavery is fucking disgusting. As my culture is raised me to believe. So, but in this case, our conscience and nobility. Nah, I'll say the freedom one. Those who are worthy fight for their freedom. As for the rest, they fight because they are obedient to the will of their masters. The demon nods her approval. I can see that you are insightful enough to notice the invisible chains and collars that bind your kin. Such depth of perception is truly commendable. Not sure if I like being praised by a demon ruler. Atselm, no longer putting up a pretense of weakness, advances against the bloody freak, dealing him several painful blows. She strikes with precision, drawing blood, but never delivering a fatal blow. The audience goes wild as Atselm toys with her opponent, and the smell of blood hangs heavy in the air. There is no doubt that the merciless symphony of violence being played out in the arena will soon reach its deadly crescendo. But the bloody freak isn't finished. He lets out a monstrous, bloodthirsty howl. It reverberates around the arena as he channels his powerful rage into one last brutal strike. He strikes as swift as lightning, and Atselm's flurry of blows is brought to a sudden halt. She sways slightly, then doubles over, as if embracing the blade that was just plunged through her body. Then, with another primal roar, the demon cuts her down, dispatching his weakened opponent with one powerful strike. What even is that thing? It looks like the skinless Titan in Attack on Titan. I think you're right. If I had to guess, I'd say it's like a flesh golem. But I never saw flesh golems in this game yet, so yeah. Alright, Velexia watches Atselm closely. She muses thoughtfully. But every warrior will meet their death eventually. How do Golerians face the end of their life? Are they scared of death? Do they despise it? Or do they welcome it as a friend? See, the memories of the deceased live on through their deeds. Lawful, there is no reason to be afraid of a worthy death. Chaotic, death is the end, so we should live life to the fullest while there's still breath in our lungs. And evil, if you die, it just means that you were too stupid and lazy to avoid your own demise. Let's see, this question is too complicated to answer without further contemplation. Let's see. I'll pick an alignment choice here. I'll just choose the good one. The memories of the deceased live on through their deeds. Velexia looks at you with newfound respect. Your words distinguish you from a multitude of fools who think only about themselves and give no thought to the future. They fear death, and they tremble at the thought that their pathetic lives will come to an end. The screams and howls of the crowd are deafening. The bloody freak, oblivious to his numerous wounds, basks in the admiration of the audience. The arena master's voice rings out across the battle bliss. All hail the winner! Hail the bloody freak! Hepzibah rises from her place and announces loudly, I want this bloodthirsty fighter to be my servant. From now on, he is my slave, and anyone insolent enough to object will face my wrath. Do you want to outbid Hepzibah for this fierce gladiator? Let's see, Knowledge World 32. Having a formidable bodyguard is quite the status symbol in the Lucian era. Or 34. If you outbid Hepzibah for this gladiator, you'll wipe the smirk off her arrogant face. Well, since I can actually not fail at that one, I'll say that. Let's see. Nice. Velexia averts her gaze, but fails to hide her mischievous smile. What a positively delightful idea. I can't resist. What you do to me. You've discovered my weakness. Only moments ago, Hepzibah commanded the attention of the entire audience, as she boasted about her power. However, when Velexia rises from her seat, all eyes turn toward the succubus. I dare to challenge the claim of the most esteemed Hepzibah. I am touched by this fighter's tenacity. He has found a way to my heart, and I wish to make him my bodyguard. If anyone dares to argue against my right to make such a claim, they can say it to my face. The arena master glances cautiously at Hepzibah, then he turns to Velexia and gives her a respectful nod. The crowd erupts into jeers and shouts, clearly enjoying the public humiliation of Baphomet's daughter. Hepzibah bellows and utters wild curses, and the sounds of her wrath shake the arena. But Velexia ignores her threats with a look of magnificent disdain and gives you a sly smile. This was so exciting. I've enjoyed our time together here at the arena. However, I cannot resist the urge to appear with you somewhere in high society. I'm sure you wouldn't say no to attending a private reception with me at the Harem of Ardent Dreams. Shamira has prepared something special for her guests, and I would very much like for you to experience it with me. I shall wait for you at the Harem of Ardent Dreams. You really must come. I simply won't take no for an answer. Velexia suddenly pauses as she is about to leave. She turns towards you with a look of gentle reproach. Oh, you should have reminded me. I nearly forgot. After such a wonderful time together, you must become a regular guest, I insist. Please accept this little gift as a reminder that the doors to my manor are always open to you. This coin is a key to the teleportation art, located in the upper city. I would not normally give something like this to my ordinary guests, but there's nothing ordinary about you, is there? Huzzah. Alright, so now I gotta find the Harem of Ardent Dreams is the location. Use a healer, he'll give a potion instead, opens a store. Does his store sell diamonds? Let's see, pearls, books, silver ingots. Nope. Dude. Alright, scrolls of raised dead. Nope. God, this guy's worthless. At least in this regard. He has armor or something. Books. I don't have anything in bulk. Alright. Screw you two. Moving on. Alright. With that out the way. Right. It doesn't just let me teleport to another place. Right. Before anything else, I'm gonna go into the Bad Luck Tavern. I really need diamonds, so I'm trying to go to every store place I know. So we're gonna try the tavern, then try the 10,000 Delights, the brothel place, and then if nobody's selling anything, then I'll just, I have to suck it up and go somewhere else. Just keep moving without it. Right, here he is. Let's see. Show me your wares. Any diamonds? No diamonds. Next up, scrolls. No scrolls. Well, that's unfortunate. Right. Tears to the favorite mistress, 10,000 delights. What are we doing? Alright, here we go. Just a quick stop. Do you have anything for sale? Alright. Here's hoping. See anything? Nope. She's got less than the other places. Wait, hold on. Yeah, nope. Nothing. Real shame. Let's go through the upper city. They said, no, not the rapture. Not the abandoned thing. Where is it? Alice. Oh, shit. Is it not here? $10,000 delights. Demontial's invention. Ah, crap. I thought it was in here. So then where's the Harem of Ardent Dreams supposed to be? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, shit. Securing audience. So, here it is. Walls are very well embodiment of any hierarchy. Even demons need walls for only to break them. Okay, there's no wonder that in order to vie for Shamir's attention, one must overcome one of the most prestigious and well-guarded borders in all of Shinera and gain entry into the Harem of Ardent Dreams. Which I've technically done, but I need to know where the hell that is. Alright, since I don't see it here on this map, I'm going to assume it's somewhere in the middle city. Okay. Here's hope. It's on the lower floors. Oh! Oh shit, I wouldn't have guessed that. Thank you, Atrocious. The way they kept describing it, I thought it was going to be somewhere on the top. Alright. Can actually just run down there. There's the path. Say. Hold down. What? Let's make a deal then. My sister and I will. Hey, be gone. Your might and cunning. What the hell? Let's make a deal then. My sister and I will. Hey, be gone, mortal. How dare you listen in on our conversation? Your might and our cunning will bring us to. What's this? Get lost, mortal insect. Okay. Watchful conspirator. You two. Godly warmonger. The hell is this about?
None shall escape.
I bet he's not just some random gawker, maybe a spy. Let's finish him off. Should be fine. Let's kill him. One down. Kill the other. There's no room. That bike flew way the hell over there. Pick the lock.
I finished here. Is there more?
Ivory dice. Well, that was a dumb fight to pick with me. What was that? I warned you talking to NPCs would trigger a fight. It was free XP and some gold, and I got some loot out of it. Though your concern is appreciated, but I'm not that weak. Where every random encounter will spell the end of me. Flesh markets. Portals. Oh, yep, it's on the middle city. There it is. Realm of Ardent Dreams.
Onwards.
So I have to go through the flesh markets.
Not ending just yet.
Says the man with low con. Sounds pretty weak to me. No. See, you're missing the whole point. You're looking at the Constitution. What you should be looking at is my 39 armor class. What's the who? What is there a need to concern myself with hit points if I'm never going to lose any, practically ever? I mean, yes, on the occasional nat 20, lucky nat 20 the enemy gets, but you know, the build is sound. It's like a glass cannon. It still works. Now let me believe my own bullshit so I can have peace of mind. Oh, Harax is here. Young the slave trader. Perhaps I can go kill some slave traders. A grotesquely fat demon speaks to a demoness standing in front of him, his voice irritated yet slightly sycophantic. If you want to get these sweet Azamars for the 10,000 delights, cough up 50,000. Just look at how delicious they are. These girls haven't yet been whipped. Your clients will be clamoring for them. And after they become too worn out, they'll make a magnificent stew. You may have played your little games with that insolent bitch Shavara, but they won't work on me. Ever since I took over her turf, customers have been lining up. I can do quite well even without these Azamar of yours, if I must. So I'm going to give you 30,000, and you're going to accept it and say thank you, most esteemed Harax, for forgiving me my pathetic attempt to play you for a fool. The Azamar slaves standing nearby try to avoid looking at the angry demoness. Even in their miserable position, they retain the mark of inner purity and nobility inherent to their kind. Puffing himself up, the fat demon answers abruptly and angrily, 50,000. For these delightful, innocent creatures your shabby and worn-out demonesses can't hope to compete with. That is my final offer. May Lamashtu swallow you, you ugly bucket of lard. The disgustingly fleshy demon greets you with a wave, his arm encased in roll after roll of fat. Allow me to present my living wares, the finest household slaves to serve you and entertain your body and spirit. And they can satiate even the most exquisite cravings. The demon accompanies his last claim with voluptuous lip-smacking, looking pleased. Ugh. What were you arguing about with that demoness? She wanted to buy my beautiful Azamar concubines for her palace of pleasures, the 10,000 delights. Unfortunately, her common sense and good taste couldn't compete with her greed. She offered me a paltry price, next to nothing, instead of gratefully paying the full sum for these slaves, offering 30,000 for a group of innocent, pure Azamars shipped here with the utmost care. No one has laid a single finger on them. No one has taken a single bite out of them. It's simply outrageous. Who are you exactly? I am Dayank, the slave trader. When I was younger and much, much slimmer, I was a dashing raider. I spent my days abducting concubines from other planes for the harems of the most powerful lords of the abyss. My experience, however, has shown me that raising and training pleasure slaves from an early age is a much more profitable and much less risky business. That's why I now have the largest and most respectable slave farm, where I breed representatives of various races from different planes. Though I haven't entirely given up on the raiding. His deceptively slow movements and soft folds of flesh fail to hide the powerful muscles beneath. This demon could likely lift a wagon with 2 horses by himself. Show me what you have for sale. Just feast your eyes on them. The most exquisite pleasure slaves raised in comfort and luxury, at your service. They are well trained, neat, docile, and stand ready to become ideal servants for your manor. All of them are young and healthy, in the perfect state of ripeness. The demon bursts into sickening cackling and then whispers to you confidentially. Of course, we have made sure that their tender flesh meets the expectations of even the most demanding gourmet. They have no inkling of what awaits them, so you need not worry about fear spoiling the meat, making it tough and bitter. Beautiful, athletic, and well-groomed young men and women of different races smile sweetly at you. Their cheerful looks aren't marred by the slightest hint of intelligence. These slaves remind you of happy and well-fed sheep grazing in the pasture. The slaver's eyes widen and he starts to speak, nearly hyperventilating. Just recently, one of my slave hunting crews returned, bringing me a most beautiful gift, a group of young, fresh, pure Azamar girls, full of mouth-watering innocence. All of them are beauties in their prime, caught with the utmost care, unwounded. Shamira will take an interest in them, I wager. Because of her origin, she loves having her fun with Azamars. There are countless ways one can use such a valuable acquisition, though if you ask me, the smartest way is to treat yourself to a medium rare fillet with rich meaty gravy. The Azamar women look pale and scared, but even in captivity they manage to retain their dignity and refuse to let the demons savor their fear. As Darnuk continues his nauseating commentary, they raise their chins higher and do their best to maintain cold, detached expressions. Such beauties should be enjoying life and delighting others with their loveliness, not bathing their faces in tears in the middle of a slave market. Dayrin casts a grim, sidelong look at the captured Azamar women. His hand reaches for his coin purse. How much do you want for them? The demon pointedly ignores the count and looks only at you. Would you like to buy these girls? Well, we can negotiate a deal, but I warn you now, they won't come cheap. I'm buying pleasure slaves, I'll buy the Azamar slaves, address the pleasure slaves. Don't you get it? You're going to be eaten. The pleasure slaves erupt in frightened exclamations. Whimpering pathetically, they turn their trusted gazes on the demon. Some have tears gleaming in their eyes. One of the slaves builds up enough courage to respond to you, petulantly retorting, "What are you talking about? We are slaves intended for exquisite pleasures, not livestock. Our job is to please and satisfy the taste of the most influential and mighty demons, to entertain them, and to be their pets. Who would kill such a valuable asset just for food?" Ugh. Oh, so you can kill him, why not do that? I'm worried that if I take that option, there'll be like a cutscene where he just kills them off and I don't have any chance to stop it. Something tells me these unfortunate simpletons have not the slightest idea of what exquisite pleasures mean where demons are concerned. It isn't even certain that they would have lived any longer had they been sold to fulfill their stated purpose rather than sent straight to the slaughterhouse. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Stop messing with the heads of my sweet little pets. Daddy DeYonk loves you all, and he'd never eat you. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Okay. Diplomacy. I can't fail in either of these. See, they're fattening you up like pigs for slaughter. They're demons. They eat people like you. Death is better than being eaten. Don't worry about the slaves. Just fight them. They'll cut off. They'll cut off your. They'll cut your meat off your bones slice by slice. Whip up a pate from your liver, and use your bones to make a wonderful hearty broth. And you may still be alive when they start eating. Damn, yo, that's fucked up. Ah, I'll take the diplomacy thing. Well, you know what? No, screw it. Intimidate. Animalistic terror distorts their beautiful faces, staring at you with childish accusation. The young pets start wailing and jostling one another. Yeah, there it is. The young slowly maneuvers his massive body towards the nearest slave. A slender young boy with long fair hair and soft features. With a lazy swipe of the demon's claws, the boy's lower jaw disappears and blood starts gushing from the terrible crimson cavern where his jaw used to be. The boy blinks in dumb bewilderment, and then a wild bestial howl erupts from his throat as he falls. Demons wearing wolfish grins crowd from every corner of the market, savoring every moment of their victim's helplessness. Damn it, who asked you to tell these idiots the truth? They're like cattle. They go wherever they're led until they see the butcher's knife. Ah, I'm gonna kill him anyway. Now they did try to hype up how strong he is, so I'm actually going to put some effort into killing him. Let's see, there's only one. Guess jolting portent is easy enough. Smite evil, and go get him. Activate arcane strike, and go get him. Seela, come on. Alright, Bismuth, move! Oh my god, he's too fat! There's not enough room. Bismuth, get out of there. Oh god, you can't. Can't even attack. Wow. Okay. Why are you standing still?
Let's hear you cry.
Okay. Screw this. Everybody, move. Use the flail.
This is not the end.
Cast heal. Jeez. Practically all the slaves got killed. The Azamars no longer look broken. Hope has brought the pale glow of heavenly fire to their eyes. One of the women clutches a hairpin that by some miracle went unnoticed by the guards, resembling a gleaming stiletto. It ends in a rather vicious-looking point. With their expressions alone, the slaves send a clear message. Don't dare come near us. We stand ready to defend ourselves. They would have survived had you used the flail earlier. And probably, yeah. Help us, kind sir. We know you are no stranger to compassion and mercy. Your aura warms our hearts like the sun of our beloved Golerian. With a predatory gleam, Windowag's eyes rove over the beautiful Azamars. So we bought them, and we freed them. I wonder what reward we will get for rescuing them. The freed slaves cower under the huntress's possessive gaze. You're incorrigible. Stop scaring them. They've suffered enough. Sela gives the Azamars her friendliest smile. You're safe now. No one is going to hurt you. This wild-looking gal here was just jesting with you, weren't you, Windowag? Sela gives the huntress a pointed look. Decided to take the little birds under your wing, have you? Well, just know, I don't let my prey out of my clutches that easily. What is this aura that you sense? We don't know, we just sense it. We are no sorceresses. We are guided by our senses alone. But as soon as you appeared, we were touched by bright, clean energies, and we knew you were a friend, or we knew you for a friend. We heard about something like this, a horrible demon. Our master called him the Echo. Wanted to buy us and use us to find a stranger from Golerian. A stranger who is surrounded by a benevolent light wherever he goes. They failed to agree on the price, so the terrible demon left, spitting curses. What a relief. He was worse than anyone else we've seen here. Perhaps these poor wretched souls sensed my presence. The blood of heaven runs through their veins, and our kinship reveals itself. But what dire news they bring! The echo of Descari, an avatar of our sworn enemy, does not cease his attempts to get to me. Alright, well, I'll take the good option, obviously. Explain how to get to the abyss. Go to my camp, it's safe there. The Azamar women look at you, their expressions piercing. You see a mixture of gratitude and awe in their eyes. Thank you, stranger. We did not expect any help in this terrible place. We will not forget it. You did a noble thing when you did not abandon the weak in their hour of need. You have my deepest respect. Of course. Alright. Alright, well we're at that time, everybody. So we're gonna call it for tonight. Tomorrow I'll be on with more. Well, no, later tonight I'll be on with more with another game, with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Yesterday I screwed up and I thought it was recording. More slaves. What about the slaves? They have more dialogue? Or there's more slaves I can free? Oh shit, yeah, you're right. Damn. There's a lot more to do down here. You gonna fight them too? I am most likely going to, but chances are it's going to take too much time. Then you know we're gonna then the usual stop time. So going to call it for tonight. We will be on tomorrow with more Wrath of the Righteous. Hopefully my brother will be able to join us. And that's it. And so thanks everybody for coming by. See you later. And until then, take care.